Hey everybody, Mike Price here. I'm here with Jeff Kelly with Community Pioneer. We are at the Shelley Spud Day Parade. There's a lot of folks here. Let's flip this around and I'll give you a shot. All lined up and down State Street. People are excited for the parade, and I apologize if the wind is ruining the sound here, but really it's about what you can see. We can hear the sirens, the parade's coming. We're just going to let this roll right here for a little bit as it comes through. As you can see, there's a lot of people here, a lot of people excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a great Spud Day.
It is going to be a great Spud Day, and this Spud Day is sponsored by Cox's Honey of Shelley.
Yes, our live stream is sponsored by Cox's Honey. They were generous enough to help us do this, and so you got to get that creamed honey on that toast in the morning. That's my favorite thing.
And one of the things that I would hope that we could see today is, let's find out how far away you live as you're watching this. The person that's farthest away would like to know who you are and how far away you're watching this live broadcast. So
yeah, comment below. Tell us how far away you are, and I hope you can hear us. I know it's kind of windy, but I mean, it's Shelley, Idaho. It's always windy, so if you can't hear us, I apologize. If you can, tell us where you're from. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that. We got flags down there. Parade's coming. There it is, all the way down there. All right, we got somebody from Wyoming. That's fantastic. Thanks for joining us.
A long ways away.
Daniel, we're going to be broadcasting a few different events today, notably the Spud Tug, so stick with us for a while. You're going to have a lot of fun today watching, even if you're not here.
So the Grand Marshal this year are the Peelers.
Yeah, the Peelers. They're fantastic people. Up until just recently, they ran the food basket. Well, fantastic, Daniel. I'm glad your daughter's here because it's going to be a lot of fun. It's an exciting day. But yeah, you're saying, Jeff, we've got the Peelers here as Grand Marshals. They're fantastic. They, after years and years of service to the community and the food basket and other things, they finally decided to retire. But the food basket lives on as through community members here in Shelley. They've done a lot of work to keep that going, and so we wanted to honor them, the Peelers, for all they've done for this community, and they'll be coming by as the Grand Marshals. Sorry about that, folks. Like I said, it's a bit breezy this morning. Alright, I'll lock this in place. It's coming, folks. I hope you can see that. If you're just joining us again, my name is Mike. Jeff Kelly is here with me as well with the Community Pioneer. We just wanted to give a quick shout out to Cox's Honey here in Shelley for helping us put on this video. They've been a good supporter of us and helping us bring you only the best news for the Firth and Shelley area. Here comes the parade. We can see the flags coming. held by our local Boy Scout troops. All those amazing flags. Okay, here comes the American Legion Post 93 coming by. And Uncle Sam on the horse. I grew up here, Shelley. And one thing I can always tell you, you get the best candy at the Spud Day Parade. Right. Bingham County Sheriff's Office. Shelley Firth Fire District. These guys do a lot of good work in this area. More of our firefighters. Man, they're coming into the crowd, and out some of those that can't get up front. Here we have the QRU, Quick Response Unit. This is what's heading out into those rural areas before an ambulance can get there. And here come the Grand Marshals right there. Okay, Mayor Stacy Pasco, he is up for election this year. He's being challenged by Lauren Croft. All right, sorry about that again. The wind got it, blew it away from me. Go, City Council float. Here comes City Council member Kim Westergaard. And also Jeff Kelly. Yes, that's the same Jeff Kelly, but we worked really hard to keep that part of his life separate from the paper.
Yeah, it's really sad when people like that are Moorish politicians for government.
And our beautiful Miss Russet pageant contestants. They did an absolutely wonderful job Wednesday night at the Miss Russet pageant with Alexis Leckington winning the crown.
And if you want to see more of them and you are here, you can see them at the entertainment section of the park where they'll be performing right after noon.
Here we go. Look at this. This is a fun float. How'd you like that? Let's see. Who is this? Oh, I can see knowledge full at the back. Can't quite read what's on the back.
Go home.
And then we've got Shelley Shank. She's the owner of the barbershop in town, the Outlaw Barbershop. She's also running for City Council. And as I mentioned before, here is Lauren Croft. He's running for mayor against Stacy Pasco. Jace Wright and Pinnacle Real Estate. And here comes the Elite Studios Dance, Gymnastic, and Cheer.
some more dance and cheer groups from Elite.
This is the elite group.
Is that Kerry Payne leading him in the back? I believe it is. Nope. Yes, it is.
Here we go, followed by the Shelley High School Band. Looking sharp in those marching band uniforms.
It's good they put them before the horses.
Yes, I'd say so. Nobody want to be marching behind the horses for reasons. Followed up by the flag team. Okay, who we got on the four-wheelers and motorcycles? The Shelley High School Natural Helpers. And here we got Ace Hardware of Shelley. And right behind them, the Brolem Shopping Cart. How'd you like to ride around in that?
That would be a lot of fun.
I'd feel like a side of bacon.
You know what I feel like though right now?
What?
A nice piece of toast. With some Cox's honey spread right out on it. That creamed honey.
That would be good.
Man, it's so good.
That would be fantastic.
Dip myself in that stuff.
College of Eastern Idaho coming through. Okay, this is a new one this year. This is Miss Radiant, a pageant for girls with special needs. They've done an absolute wonderful job for these girls. All right, we got a bit of a gap, but coming up, we've got, who is that, Jeff? Can you see? We got some hula dancers of the male persuasion.
Shelley.
The Shelley Swim Team. All right, again, this is new. Shelley Swim Team back this year.
I think it'd be a little hard to swim in those things.
Might be. Might drag you a little bit. That's all right. We're just excited to have a Shelley Swim Team again. I think it's been a few years.
I wish I used that.
We got Relived Construction. Now we got more of you here. If you can hear me, tell me where you're watching from. High Rev RC and Repair, opening soon. This will be an interesting one to follow. Thank you, Mayor Sean Coletti. I'm watching from Ammon, but thank you for Happy Spud Days. They just recently had their Ammon Days.
Mayor Ammon is a great guy.
Yes, he is.
We love Mayor Ammon and Shelley.
More Idaho. Woohoo! Okay, we've got Hard Times gas stations. By the way, if you're in town, Hard Times gas station does sell our papers. So if you want to pick one up, stop by there. St. George, wow. Alaska. I think we've got Lynn Carter Teal from Alaska watching.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, good morning. It's there.
Okay, who do we have here?
This is the Shelley High School Reds.
The dance
They
team.
have won the state championship 3 years ago.
All right.
Probably won in 4 years. I think 3 or 4 years in a row.
got Nancy from Phoenix, Lynette from somewhere that I cannot pronounce. I apologize.
Looks like we got a fuel truck that's stuck in the middle of the parade.
I guess so. No, this is another Hard Times. I can see that.
It's Hard Times.
Hard Times.
There we go. They're not stuck in the parade.
I think Lynette said she's from Spartak, Wisconsin, but may have had a little keyboard trouble. Hidden treasures. Looks like they've got a hot tub sale going on.
Okay, next we got
Wisconsin. That's right. I was able to translate to Lynette. Thank you. Okay, this looks like we've got the Russet cheer team. Let's go, Russets.
That must be the JVs or the freshmen.
Okay.
Here comes the best winner float right here.
Yeah. Infinity Dance. Here it comes. They had the best theme. Here it comes. Look at that. So the theme this year is Wild About Spuds. And they sure look wild. Okay, and this looks like the little ones from Infinity Dance. All right, the Shelley High School soccer, girls soccer. Everybody watching, we do have a sports page up and running for Shelley High School. We're working on first right now as well as we keep moving forward. But if you want to keep up to date on the scores, outcomes of games, head over to communitypioneer.com. All right, here comes the boys soccer.
The thing about our sports page is we have a lot of photos of kids that are performing, and it's a great site to come look at.
Absolutely. Okay, here we got the football team.
The football team has been phenomenal this year. They're 4-0. They're dominating everybody like that horn was my voice.
Like the younger ones, either freshman, JV, or even grid kid, I'm not sure. Okay, we got homecoming royalty. Princess Taylor Otley, Prince Hadley Carpenter, Duke Josh Gill, and I'm guessing the other names are on the other side.
I saw these guys preparing the float yesterday.
This is fun. There's an orchestra. But where are they from? Does Shelley have an orchestra? Okay.
This must be the middle school.
Yeah, these are the Hobb Middle School cheerleaders.
Now they're still known as Spud Nets, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
All right, this looks like the class of
81.
Class of Jeff's a member of the class of 81, and so is my dad.
The coolest class ever to come to Shelley High. Did some amazing things this weekend. In addition to rocking out after 40 years, this band's been together.
They were a lot of fun last night.
Yeah, they performed last night for about 2 hours. It was one rock and roll time. Great time. Here they're performing today. These guys have been together for 40 years, as long as YouTube has been together. It was a lot of fun last night. And by the way, just so you know, the class of 81 was fundamental in putting the funding together for the new whistle to come back to Shelley, which is going to be unveiled here after the parade this morning.
It's a lot of fun. They tested it out yesterday. It's really loud. Okay, we've got River Bmx just came through. And the tree committee. Now, we've been meaning to do a story on the tree committee, and we still are going to. But they've had these planter boxes all up and down State Street this year, and they've been absolutely beautiful. We got Sterling Urgent Care. They're relatively new to the area.
Yeah, they're found up by exit 113. By the Army Surplus Store, great place, nice building, friendly service there.
Okay, and here we've got a Shelley Spud Day staple, Eaton's Towing. I've always wanted to drive one of those little things around. I've never had the chance. They are awesome. And there it is, Eaton's Towing's trucks coming through. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks from Eaton's Towing coming by.
Looks like we're coming toward the end of the parade.
Looks like it. Yeah, coming up to the end.
Right after Eaton's is the cement truck. That cement truck is not full of cement.
It's full of spuds.
It is full of mashed potatoes, of which it will be poured into a gigantic pit. And then they'll extend the rope over that pit, and at 3:30 p.m. today, they will have the battle of a lifetime as various groups will battle over to see who's the strongest in the spud tug over a frothing pit of mashed potatoes.
It's always a lot of fun. We'll be streaming it here as well if you want to tune in then.
Yeah, I mean, forget Arkansas, forget Iowa State. I mean, you want to see the action today, it's 3:30 Mountain Time, as we watch the people of Shelley spud tug over a frothing bit of mashed potatoes.
Okay, well, Jeff, I'm not sure if this is the end because it looks like there's just a bit of a gap.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it looks like we got more coming.
It's like a gap there, man.
Okay, let's see. And pulling the cement truck is Knife River.
Maybe that isn't the truck because it's on a bed. So
well, either way, there is a cement mixer somewhere mixing spuds for the spud tug.
That looks like that's just a display. There's Boomer, the russet mascot.
I didn't know his name was Boomer until recently, and I'm a Shelley High School graduate.
Well, at least they lost the 80s headband, which was nice.
I always just call him King Russet, but he doesn't have his crown. Okay, so there is a bit of a gap here. Not sure what happened there, but we do have a lot more coming, it looks like. So this year is kind of exciting. Earlier I spoke to Rod Moeller, police chief. We almost didn't have the parade on State Street this year. Idaho Transportation Department is telling us that because we now have a 4-lane highway coming from Idaho Falls through Shelley, that they didn't want us to have the parade to close down that road. But Chief Moeller went to bat for us over in Boise, and he was able to get it. So this year, we're trying to be on our best behavior to make sure we can keep having it.
Yeah, you know, I think that when they want to finally close down State Street here, they'll have to close down State Street in Preston for the 4th of July. They'll have to close down State Street in Filer for the 4th of July parade. And they'll have to close down the other highways throughout the state where they have 4th of July parades. So
I know.
I think it's a little silly, but we'll see next year what happens.
Yeah.
Here come some horses right now.
There we go. Heber Sadovich, what are you doing in Twin? Heber and his wife Angela, they occasionally write a food column for us. The East Idaho Foodies, go find them on Facebook. They do some awesome reviews of food and restaurants in the area. Okay, we've got some horses coming through. Not sure who they're with, but they sure do look nice. The East Idaho Aquarium. I know my kids love going there. And look at these little ponies or miniature horses. I'm not sure. I don't know how to tell the difference, but they sure are cute.
There's a little miniature sheep, it looks like.
There we
That's
go.
Rich Eaton and his wife Dot and one of their grandkids out throwing candy.
Oh, very cool. Okay, more from the East Idaho Aquarium. Look at that
Keeping
parrot.
in line with the theme, they've got a porcupine and a parrot.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping in line with the wild theme for Spud Days.
Yeah. Oh, hey, sorry. Got to flip back. Missed the guy with the snake around his neck. Can't forget that. I'm not sure how I'd feel about standing in the back of a trailer with a porcupine at my feet.
Or a snake around my neck. That's a little creepy. Now we got another bird here.
Oh, yeah. And an iguana. I had an iguana growing up. They're really cool animals. And I believe that's a cockatoo or a cockatiel. I can't remember which one's the bigger one.
First I thought it might be a hawk, and I thought that might be kind of dangerous.
Very pretty bird. Fantastic iguana. Shelley Adult Training Academy. Now this is a really cool organization. They offer training for, well, adults looking for some help entering the workforce. For Shelley, distinguished young women.
That is the queen, I guess you refer to it.
I'm not sure what her title is. I know it's another great scholarship program for distinguished young women.
Yes, it really is a very good program. I've seen it up close.
Westmark Credit Union. Okay, yeah, we've still got quite a bit more coming.
Yeah, we do. This next one is a Gpod truck, and at first I was just thinking it was stuck in the parade as well, delivering potatoes up to their plant, but then there's kids in the back, and they're either bruising those spuds or they're in the parade.
Now, especially this time of year, we see these trucks everywhere. Now, if you're from Shelley or this area, you know the importance of the spud harvest season. I remember getting those 2 weeks off every fall, and I actually did go work in the harvest. Great memories, great time, and that's how I funded my dating life in high school. Which wasn't very big. East Idaho Credit Union coming through. They are working on building a new building here in Shelley. Right now they're in a temporary place.
Yeah, they're going to be, they've been a big presence in Shelley and will continue to be with their big new office and bank building over on Fur Street. And it should be done later this year.
Okay, we got Matthews Plumbing with their signature outhouse. Matthews is another one that's been in Shelley for a long time.
The Idaho Spud Bar. I don't know if you've ever tasted one of those. They're made of marshmallow
and coconut, I believe, right?
Yes.
They're good. I like them. But I also love marshmallows, so I think it's because I kind of look like one.
I think I would prefer Snickers, but that's just me.
Now a bit of a gap, but we've got more coming. This gap, I believe, will take a time for a shameless sponsor break. Talk about Cox's Honey. They're making this live stream possible, so we want to thank them. And you can thank them too. If you're not in this area, you can go online, go to coxshoney.com and order their famous creamed honey. I think you can get it in the gallon by now.
Yeah, and it is amazing stuff. If you want to be the favorite person in the office, give that as a Christmas gift. I guarantee you, everyone in your office will love you forever.
Okay, here we go. We got some more coming. Let's see, who do we have here?
Is it veterans?
Sponsored by, I am not sure. The Fallen 13, yes.
Oh,
yeah. Who were killed over in Afghanistan helping with the evacuation.
That's great. That's a great memorial.
Yes, it is.
Those young men and women.
There you go. Valley Towing. Okay, Dusty B, the DJ. Coming along behind, being pulled by Shumway Towing.
That's unfortunate that they're playing ABBA. Some people I know like them.
Go wild.
Hey, who's this?
Okay, that's Elevated Life Chiropractic. They do an amazing job here in Shelley. Run by Shelley High School graduate Randy Cyril. I played football with Randy. He kicked my butt quite a few times.
There's Idaho Central. They own land in the area, and one day they will have a bank here, but they're a big presence in eastern Idaho.
Also on the trailer that just went by, I couldn't see it until the end, we've got the Shelley High School class of 2001. We've got quite a few class reunions this year happening here in Shelley. Okay, bit of a gap here, but we got some more coming. We'll know it's the end because Chief Mueller will be pulling up the rear.
So it's been a pretty nice day so far.
A little breezy.
Wind's coming out of the southwest, about 18 miles an hour. Typical Spud Day. But I've been to Spud Day when it's been freezing cold.
Yeah.
I've been here when it's raining. I've been here with thunder and lightning.
And I've been here when it's been 100 degrees.
Yes. And so I think today I'll take the breeze. Beautiful day. Beautiful autumn day here in Shelley, Idaho.
HK Construction. Let's see. I believe they're responsible for our 4-lane highway now.
Yeah, we now have a 5-lane highway between Idaho Falls and Shelley, which is amazing.
It's so nice.
It gets minutes off the trip.
Stable Mountain. UTVs, bikes, and sleds. Premium, even. You got the engines revving in there. right, we got bikers coming through. This is Serve Wildly, justserve.org. That's kind of a surprising display from them.
Yeah, justserve.org is putting together beds for those who do not have beds at the park. They're a very nice bed set. In fact, another anonymous contributor from my class, class of 81, donated a substantial sum to having those beds be made. So
I believe they're building 20 or 30 beds to go to kids around the community that are, well, that have been sleeping on the floor. So Just Serve is helping with that. So is the Kiwanis Club of Shelley.
Yeah, amazing people, a lot of amazing people in this community doing a lot of great things, donating a lot of money, a lot of corporations donating a lot of money. It's really been a great year for donations.
Okay, we've got Elemental Taekwondo. I believe they will be putting on a display at the free stage later today. I was a practitioner of Taekwondo when I was about 8 years old. I got my yellow belt. So watch out. My hands, my hand. Now I wear an elastic belt. Okay, this is fun. The Wild Adventure Corn Maze. They always have an amazing corn maze.
Yeah, that's up and running.
I went through a corn maze just recently. I'd never been through one where the corn was still green. I gotta tell you, it was actually kind of creepy because it was really tight in there.
Check you some corn on the way.
I thought about it.
Have a treat on the way out.
Okay, brazen livestock equipment with a shaggy cow. Hound rock out workout. You ever heard of them, Jeff?
I have not.
I don't know. It looks fun. Kind of reminds me of that group Stomp that used to be real famous.
Yeah, you got to be a little coordinated to do that.
Looks like it. There we go. All right, here we have a nice patriotic display for our military.
That's all the military flags, all the different armed services,
including Space Force, the United States Space Force, and the POWMIA. All right, here we go.
You know what that means right there? There is finally the mashed potatoes.
I believe so.
And you know, they haven't poured it in it yet because it's not turning. So they must have the bags of dried potatoes at the park, and then they'll mix that with water, heat it to 212 degrees, cook it boiling,
and then dump it in. Okay, we've got the Kiwanis Club of Shelley coming through. This is kind of exciting. They're shooting out ping pong balls, and if you happen to be here or know someone who is, tell them to grab some of those ping pong balls. Come by the information booth and for a chance to win some prizes.
And you know, they have done such an amazing job through the years doing this. There's so many people, countless people who spend hours and hours and hours putting together Spud Day, and we want to thank them for all their efforts in pulling this thing off.
Who do we have here, Jeff? Queen King?
Is that of Elite Retreat?
Elite Retreat, that's right.
Senior
That's
Citizen Center. And I believe that is it. The rest of these people coming through are...
looks like they just got stuck behind the parade.
Got stuck behind the parade. Sorry, folks.
Not that sorry.
No. We have had such a fun time watching this with you guys, and we'd like you to come back today at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time and join us for the Spud Tag. Greg Nelson will be the MC of that. We'll have a lot of fun. Just come see people be silly.
And those of you who are watching that are from Shelley, I'm sorry you didn't make it out to the parade, but come over to the Shelley City Park. There is a lot going on today. Vendors of all sorts, games, activities, everything going on. So come on out, have some fun at Shelley Spud Days. And we'll see you in just a little bit.
Yeah, just remember one thing. If you need to get your news from anywhere, get it from here, Community Pioneer.